A matchup between Anderson Silva versus Uriah Hall is in the works for UFC 198. Anderson Silva lost his last fight against Michael Bisping by a close unanimous decision at UFC Fight Night 84. Uriah Hall lost his last fight against Trevor Whitaker by unanimous decision at UFC 193. Uriah Hall has been compared to Anderson Silva numerous times. Now, we may get to see this fight happen. Cain Velasquez versus Browne is in the works for UFC 200. Cain Velasquez lost his last fight against Fabricio Werdum at UFC 188 and lost the UFC Heavyweight Championship and hasn't fought since due to a back injury. And Browne won his last fight against Matt Mitrione at UFC Fight Night 81. The UFC is currently looking for an opponent for current Invicta Featherweight Champion Cris Cyborg, as she is expected to make a UFC debut at UFC 198, which is also her hometown of Curitiba, Brazil. Maurício Rua said the reason that he pulled out from UFC on Fox 19 was that he felt a lot of pain in his knee. The doctors told him that he has inflammation in his knee and said he will need to stop training for a while. So the UFC decided it would be better to cancel the fight and fight a month later at UFC 198. He is currently scheduled to face Corey Anderson. Rory McDonald wasn't very happy when he heard how much Nate Diaz got paid for his last fight at UFC 196. He said he hopes everyone gets paid like Nate Diaz, especially those fighters who have been around for a while. Every time George St. Pierre defended his title while he was the champion, UFC President Dana White gave him a new belt for each title defense. It turns out that he gave each belt away to someone who was close to him. Both Andrei Arlovski's and Alistair Overeem's trainer, Greg Jackson, has chosen to corner Andrei Arlovski during the fight, as he promised him that he would. Ovin St. Preux is tired of waiting for a fight. He believes that the UFC light heavyweights are scared of him. Justin Gaethje was suspended indefinitely after his unsportsmanlike behavior after his fight with Brian Foster. Now the suspension has been lifted, as it was supposed to be a warning for the fighters to show the dangers of performing high-flying acrobatics off the cage, as he put the event workers and the state officials at risk of getting hurt. Evan Dunham was scheduled to fight Leonardo Santos at UFC 198. The fight has been moved to UFC 199 due to Evan Dunham suffering an injury. Jason Mayhem Miller has been arrested again for vandalizing a tattoo parlor with graffiti. He will be held for a $1 million bail. And Bellator flyweight Anastasia Yankova draws a portrait of Rowdy Beck Rawlings. Thank you for watching this MMA quick update. Stay tuned for more videos from MMA Release. Thank you.